Hello and welcome back to this video where we're now actually going to start to break down this knife and start to add the finer details. So what we want to do is just concentrate on this orange section of the knife for now. So we're going to go to the front view and we're going to drop back down to the editable polys and we're going to turn on the X-ray mode, and here is what we need to do. We need to add one connect along here, so we're going to choose connect and press OK, and we want to move these vertexes to roughly represent the area or the line that is representing this orange section here. So I'm going to move this around here, I'm going to move this maybe here, and I'm going to move this over there. Okay, so we have this set up, and actually what we can do is we can move this all the way over here. So we need to make this cutout area, and this is fairly simple. We're just going to select all these edges and we're going to choose connect. Press OK, and now we can move this how we like. So we're going to move this up, and we just want to get a nice flow here. So we're just altering the vertexes, and this is what you'll find that you'd be doing most of the time anyway when it comes to modeling any sort of asset, just creating faces and polygons, edges, and so on and so forth, and then just going back through and editing them. So let's pull this out. Okay, great. So now we have this. What we can do is we can select this here, and we're going to make sure we have all these polys selected. And now we're going to go down to an option called detach. So we're going to choose detacher and press OK. And we're going to press Alt X to exit itself X-ray. And we're going to do the same here, and we're just going to work on this section here. So we need to go ahead and add that turbo smooth again. So if we add that turbo smooth, which is right here, and we set this to 2, we can see that we get a fairly decent result. However, there's this issue here where there is a more refined edge. So to fix this, what we need to do is to add a connect along these two. So we're going to choose connect, and we're going to move these up. And now when we turbo smooth, you can see that those edges has now been retained. Okay, so the next thing we need to look at is where this hole is here. So in actual fact, what we're going to do is we're going to select those two edges we just created, hold the left control key and press the backspace key, because what we want to do is we want to build this hole first. So I'm going to also delete that turbo smooth, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a cylinder, and I'm going to roughly match the size here. Once we've done that, I'm going to decrease the sides. So let's say something like 6. 6 looks fine. And so we're just going to zoom into this, and we're going to select this, and turn X-ray off here. We're going to push this through just a little bit, just so we can see what's going on here. I'm going to select, and now we're going to hold the left control and I, which will invert the selection, so we can delete this. Now I'm going to rotate this just a little bit, and what it is we're looking to do here is to cut into this actual mesh. So we're going to go to the vertex mode. We're going to scroll down to where it says cut, and we're just going to cut along these vertexes. Now you can see that I'm snapping, and the way I do that is I press the S key. And so let me just undo this back to the beginning. If you press the S key, it will turn on the snaps. If we right click on the S key, you can see that it's currently snapping to grids and vertex. All we need to do is to snap to the vertex, because we want to snap to these vertexes here. So I'm going to select a point, this vertex, and I'm going to keep clicking to I have cut along all these. So once we have done that, what we can also do is line these up. And cut these into the right place here. So as you can see, there's going to be a little bit of cleanup involved here, as we have different we have some erroneous vertexes. So again, we can do that same process. We can actually probably the best thing to do here is actually just select it and choose target weld and target weld to the closest vertex. Okay. So we're just going to move this up. So now if we go down to polygons and we select these two center ones, and now we choose to insert these. Actually, we don't need this one. This is the old one. Oops. We're doing this in the wrong thing. There we go. So now we can select these polygons, and it's probably best to scale them up just a little. Now we can inset them. Just like this, and then insert them one last time. And what we're actually doing here is pulling these. Actually, we can grow this, pull this in as there is a slight bevel, and then choose shrink, and then pull this all the way to 0 and delete that. So now when we now ring these and then choose connect, you see what we actually did there is we made a ring around these edges and then added connects. So now when we add our turbo smooth, oops, let's run the wrong thing there, turbo smooth. Let's see. There we go. Set this to 2. You can see that we now have that hole in there. And the only thing we need to fix is this area here. So the easiest way to do this is for this outside area. If we just select these and just pull these out just a little bit, and then we pull these in. So you can see there what I did is I can pull edges out by holding the left shift and then dragging. And then if I want to convert that selection to polygons, I hold the left control and then click on whatever it is I want to convert the selection to. So in this case, the polygons. So I can delete them. And now if we turbo smooth, we'll still get this smoothing issue here. So let's see how far that is. Okay, so in order to fix that, what we need to do is make a connect here. And we need to set this to 1, and we can slide this with the slide. Alright, down there, press OK. And so now we have that retained. Now if we'd like to, we can go down to edges, turn on show end result, and then manipulate this to get it to look exactly how we want. However, I'm just going to leave it like this, and we'll continue on next. So once we have that, we can also add our symmetry and set this to Z. Okay. So now if we right click, choose unhide all, you can see we have this first section built, and next we need to work on this middle section and get everything to line up and get this line in there. So in the next video, that's what we'll be doing, and until then, I'll see you in the next video.